Hey guys, it's Travis and welcome back to the channel. So today I am making some adjustments on my PSE Mach 30 DS. Now when I first started out, I was shooting this bow comfortably, well I can't even say comfortably, I was shooting it about 58 pounds, and truthfully I could only shoot it about maybe 4 to 5 times and I was done. So I have slowly off camera, haven't made any videos on this. I've been raising up that poundage now because I've been shooting for about 6 months, and just really trying to get to my goal of 70 pounds, which is the max for this bow. So let's just go ahead now and let's see where we're at. I think last time I checked I was somewhere around 64. Let's just see where we are right now. Oh, 65.42. So if you can see that, hopefully that's picking that up on camera. So I am 65.42. Now let's go ahead and chronograph and let's see what I'm shooting. So I am shooting light arrows. I'm a firm believer in a lighter arrow is better than a heavy arrow. We can debate that all day long, but this is the setup I've chose, and my arrow is 370 grains. So let's see what kind of speed we're getting now with this poundage and that arrow weight. All right, here we go. Right at 300 feet per second. So it is on the money at 300. So I'm going to use my GoPro here and turn this on just so you guys can see here. You can see that. Yeah, there we go. Right at 300. So we're really getting some good speed, and I want to stay at least 300 feet per second while I'm hunting. That's my goal. So, all right. So what I'm going to do today now, I've pretty much mastered this poundage. I can, I shot it. I've been shooting it now for probably, I don't know, 2 weeks. Got to where I can pull it back really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and crank this up about a half a turn, and let's see, what poundage I get with just about a half a turn. Then I'm going to pull that back, and if I can't tell the difference, I'm going to go ahead and crank it up to a full turn. So let's give it a try. All right. So I know it's important to get these as evenly as possible, so I've been pretty successful so far. So if I start about right here, I should end somewhere in this, you guys can see that, somewhere in that neighborhood. So let's just go ahead and give that thing a half a turn. It's hard to move, but there we go, half a turn there. And now I'm going to go ahead and give this one a half a turn. And sometimes these things get in the way. There we go. I'm going to pull this mat over here. I just like to take care of my equipment, and I don't want to tear or scratch up anything. Kind of anal about that. Okay, there we go. Half a turn. Now, let's pull that and see what it is. Okay, so we adjusted this a half a turn, and before we were just under 65. So, let's see what it is now. Feels really awkward pulling this thing back without my release, and it's just funny how even when you get your fingers in a different position, it just it affects the draw cycle. It's so bizarre. All right, so let's see what this is. Okay, that was still pretty easy to draw back. Okay, and for some reason it didn't give me a reading. Wonderful. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so we are now, you can read that, 66.8. So we are, let's just call that 67 pounds. So getting pretty close to that 70 pound mark. Looks like I got maybe a few threads left to be down all the way. And you know, I always look at it and it looks pretty even. There's really no gaps in the limbs. And actually, it almost looks like this one's down a little bit further than the other one. I'm almost thinking I ought to turn that down just a little bit more, if maybe I'm a little off, but that limb just doesn't look, it just looks like there's more gap in that one. Definitely is. So that's, I don't think that's right. I'm gonna maybe give that top one just a little more turn. Okay, that really looks a lot more even now. It's probably not the proper way to check it, but let's check this poundage now and see what I'm pulling. That's bizarre. 66.78. That's lower. So let's try that one more time. I'm not sure if how accurate this thing is. $67.8. Okay, so what was that? Moved it up about 3 pounds. So let's go ahead and crony this thing now. Let's see what a difference just a few pounds makes in our speed. .302. So definitely a little more speed. Truthfully, I can't tell the difference pulling this thing back. I'm almost thinking I'm going to crank it up some more. I mean, it's just as easy to pull back as it was before. So that is kind of interesting. Thinking I might go ahead and give it a little more. Okay, so it's official. Bow is now maxed out all the way. So these are supposed to be 70-pound limbs, so I don't know. Let's see where I'm at. Not sure how accurate. I mean, this thing showed it went down from the last pull. Maybe this thing's a piece of junk. Let's try it again. Yeah, 67. So this, maybe it's off, but that is the max. Now, I guess you could always put a, maybe I need to bring it to the bow shop and see if they could put a twist in this string or something to make it, you know, 70 like it should be. But I'm showing 67. I'm gonna get them to check it too, because, you know, this thing was pretty darn cheap, made by, is it Cupid Archery? I don't know. So anyhow, let's shoot it one more time and see what kind of speed we get, because that was just, I mean, gosh, I only got a quarter of a quarter turn. I was really hoping to get this bow about 70 pounds. It's just, you know, I'm still shooting such light arrows to obtain that 300 feet per second speed, which is, I really wanted to get to about 400 grains shooting that fast, but I don't know. Yep, that 302. All right, so this setup right now looks like 302 is about as far as I'm going to get with it. So I'm going to let the Pro Shop check this out and see. Because I put these custom strings on here, and I noticed that my speeds did seem to drop some. So I just don't think that this custom string is what's the word, as tight as the other one. It's got a little more play in it. So I might take it to them and see if we can't get a twist or two put in that thing and tighten it up and get that thing to 70 pounds. So that'll probably be my next video. Anyway, this is Travis, the new bow hunter, and thanks for watching. And won't be long, hunting season will be upon us. Stay tuned, more videos to come.